Hola and welcome back, Masters and Princesses. I hope you're doing wonderful today. I truly believe this is like divine intervention because I was going to start the New Beginnings album immediately, just jump right in. And of course, I get a message from Ohrenje telling me, hey, I'm going to upload the Akane documentary. So we are going to check that out first before we get into the New Beginnings album. I'm excited to check this out, but of course, before we jump in, like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Check out my Patreon, but I'm actually going to plug Ohrenje's Patreon. So Ohrenje does a lot for the Band-Maid community. He does so many things like this, the manga, and also interviews people. He does a lot of cool things. And if you've ever looked at anything that Ohrenje does, there's a lot of like production value. There's a lot of research. There's a lot of time, love, and just TLC put into that. So you should go check out his Patreon and go support him as well, because he really puts out a lot of beautifully crafted content. So anyway, let's just jump right in. I still love this artwork.
Welcome to Hyogo Prefecture, located in the Kansai region of Japan, neighboring Kyoto Prefecture and situated very close to Osaka. Kobe, its capital, is known for its cosmopolitan atmosphere, Kobe beef, and scenic harbor.
Love me a good Kobe.
This is where Akane was born on December 14th. She lived with her mother, her stepfather, and for a short period, her stepbrother, who is 11 years older. During her early years, Akane was very unsociable and often did whatever she wanted, such as leaving kindergarten to go home or refusing to participate in games and activities with other children.
Ma'am!
As she likes to say with a laugh, she was a real problem child. Note that in Japan, children go to school and come back home on their own from around 6 years old. Parents usually take their kids to kindergarten or nursery schools before that age, which makes Akane's behavior particularly unusual and amusing. Over the years, Akane became increasingly friendly and realized that talking to others wasn't so bad after all. During her school years, she loved home economics and art, but disliked studying and wasn't good at physical activities. Akane was a child who wanted to try everything, often inspired by her passion for manga, but she would eventually stop due to lack of motivation. The one activity that stayed with her through the years was music.
Yes.
Akane learned piano in kindergarten and also played trombone for about 5 years.
Stop it!
Even though she stopped playing piano a long time ago, this talent has never left her.
Stop! She's playing Alicia Keys! Oh my god! She's playing, what is it? Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything. If I ain't got you. Please ignore my poorly done singing. What? Ma'am! And, okay. First of all, the cute picture of her holding a trombone. Stop it. Stop. Look at this. She straight up has a trigger trombone and everything. I wonder what brand it is. Ma'am, this is adorable. This is so cute. It's funny because all instrumentalists we jokingly say that we have personalities attached to our instruments. So like, for instance, flutists are very type A personalities. We tend to be perfectionists, but trombone players, these are the goofballs of the brass section. They're goofy, they're hilarious, and they like move in droves together. and they're just naturally really funny. Like they're the class clowns of the band. Thinking about it, in reality, like the drummers of band, they're goofballs. They're very cliquey. Drummers are very cliquey. So they only hang out together, but like they're funny in a quieter way. And I can kind of see that with Akane, especially with the like her goofy personality, but you can see both, like that trombone brain and that drummer brain. But I love that she still plays piano, but I had to see this picture. It's adorable, and I had to fangirl over the Alicia Keys. I'm okay.
ドラムを始めたのは高校2年生の頃で、ずっと吹奏楽部を高校2年生までやっていて、その時はトロンボーンやっていたんですよ。で、吹奏楽部内でドラムの子と仲良かったので、ドラムを遊びで触らせてもらう機会があって、パーカッション楽しいっていう感じで遊んでました。そこからだんだん高校生の時にロックフェスやバンドにはまりだして、やっぱドラムやりたいっていう欲が出てきて、吹奏楽部を辞めて軽音楽部に入ったんですよ。でも軽音楽部に入ったらギターがやりたくなっちゃって、初めはギターをやってたんですよ。でも全然上手くならなくて、上達しないのでやる気がなくなってきた時に、ドラムも触ってみようかなと思ってやってみたら、いきなり8ビートが叩けてあれ、私にはドラムが合うのかもって思ってやりだしたら、そこから上達していくのが結構早かったんです。それをきっかけにドラムやりたいっていうのが自分の中で決まって、マキシム・ザ・ホルモンの音楽に出会って、ドラムのナオさんの音を初めて聞いた時に、私ホルモンって全員男性バンドだと思ってたんですよ。ドラムが女の人だったことにめちゃくちゃ衝撃を受けて、女の人でもこんなドラムが叩けるんだって。女性ドラマーって可愛らしいとか音が柔らかいじゃないですけど、その頃そんなハード系のイメージを持ってなかったんで、ナオさんの音を聞いた時に、もう女性とか男性とか関係ないんだな、女性でもここまでできるんだっていうのを証明してくれた人物だなって。そこから自分もこういうドラマーになりたいと思ったんです。男性だから女性だからっていう偏見、壁を壊したいんです。別に女性だからこういうドラムじゃなきゃダメ、男性だからハードな曲とかそういうの関係ないんだよっていうのを伝えていけたらなとは思っています。
Many musicians.
Yes! See? Her brain and she gets it. So, okay. Although, what's frustrating is, okay, when you think of flute, or at least when you think of flute in, like, school, right? I remember when I first started trying out band instruments, I was like, I'm going to play the saxophone, because you don't see a lot of women playing saxophone. So I decided to do that. But then, riding a bike with a saxophone sucks. So I switched to flute. And I liked the instrument. I love my instrument. Don't get me wrong. I fell in love with it. And I love playing flute. But this is why I like playing flute in different avenues. Like I do a lot of beatboxing, a lot of jazz flute, a lot of rock flute now, which I promise there will be more covers and performances coming out. It's just recording this and then doing a job, and then it's a lot, guys. I need more time to like edit and move the camera around and re-record and maybe get a new camera. Let's not talk about that. But the idea is just, I don't want to be cute and soft. Like I think all, like when they think of instrumentalists of women, it's like, oh, they always have to be cute and adorable. And like, why can't I have both? Have you ever seen that commercial of like tacos? You know what I'm talking about? ¿Por qué no los dos? Right? Why can't I have both? Why can't I be cool, cute, badass, and play hardcore music all at the same time? Akane gets me. She gets me. I want to be cool too. And why is it that my flute has to be like not cool? It can be cool. I can prove that it can be cool. Sorry, I got heated. Akane understands me. Anyway.
Many musicians start young and stick with the same instrument for years. Akane, however, discovered her passion for drums very late, making it more challenging for her to master the instrument.
Yeah.
She started to learn drums by herself, practicing songs from bands she enjoyed, such as El Garden and Bump of Chicken.
Excuse me?
As she didn't own a drum kit, Akane could only practice once a week at the school club, where she would go alone to enjoy playing drums.
Wow.
Her first purchase was a double pedal kit that she quickly gave up on after realizing it would require extensive practice to master. Nonetheless, Akane was fully committed to learning the drums and improving her skills. But before starting her musical journey, Akane had other aspirations, far from sitting behind a drum kit.
なんか可愛がってて結構みんな懐いてくれるのが嬉しい。
I gotta turn the captions off for a second. I was glad they loved me, so I went, oh, she wanted to be a nursery school teacher.
でそっからもうずっと保育士さんになりたくて、高校も保育の学校行こうとしてたりとかはしてたんだけど、なんか気づいたらドラムやってた。そうだね。
どこも気づいたらだと。
そう、高校3年生の時に急に美容師になりたくて、で美容院でバイトさせてもらったりしたんだけど、そこ謎の1年間だけは美容師になりたいと思ったけど、それ以外はもうずっと保育士一本で考えてた。
謎の1年間って面白い。
謎の1年間は美容師
謎の
になりた
1年間だったね。
そう。ずっと保育士です。
By the end of the school year, she gathered some friends of hers from her old symphonic band days to do a graduation live performance as a copy of the Japanese instrumental band, Pez. In the summer of her third and final year of senior high school, Akane decided to abandon her aspirations of becoming a hairdresser and chose to enroll in a music school.
Well, so first of all, real cute that she wanted to be a nursery school teacher. And I know nursery school in like Japan is different than probably here in the US, or in nursery school I don't know any difference. I never went. I was very lucky. I don't know if it's considered lucky. Maybe my mom never worked. She stayed at home and took care of the house and the kids and everything. So like one of the hardest jobs, taking care of children. So I was very lucky. I got to stay home and I got to, be at home with my mom and sing for my mom and read at home and do a lot of that stuff. My mom did a lot of good teaching when I was at home with her. Nursery school teacher is such a adorable job. And then crazy, being a hairdresser. I would have never thought Akane would have wanted to be a hairdresser. And Pez? Excuse me? Who is that band? I want to know who that band is, because what? Did you see that picture of that band? Like, excuse me?
Of the Japanese instrumental band, Pez.
They have a saxophone and a trumpet and an upright bass and a violin. Is that a violin? Or no, he's just playing keys. He's just lifting up the keys. But I'm overthinking things. But I'm a little curious.
In the summer of her third and final year of senior high school, Akane decided to abandon her aspirations of becoming a hairdresser and chose to enroll in a music school. Against the will of her teacher, but with the support of her parents, she went to the Tokyo School of Music in Shibuya for 2 years to follow her passion. She was surrounded by talented students who had been playing drums for many years and aspired to become professional musicians. In her class, Akane learned to play songs by ear and how to effectively work on creating a cover. Even though she was just a beginner in her class, she worked diligently and practiced every day to catch up with the other students. After her graduation, Akane looked for work and was hired as a waitress in a music bar in Yokohama, where she could enjoy live music every day. When she mentioned to the bar manager that she played drums, Akane was given the opportunity to audition for the house band. She performed Deep Purple's Highway Star, embracing the idea of playing rock songs. Akane was immediately hired to play drums and received her first payment as a musician.
Wow.
From that day onward, every day became an opportunity for her to train and improve. This marked Akane's first step towards becoming a professional musician.
So, my thing about that is, man, this makes me really mad at myself just watching this. I'm not going to say it yet. I'll talk about it later. But I just, wow. Tokyo School of Music, like, I need to look up that school because I'm curious about, because if they accepted her as a beginner, because, okay, the way music school works is you have to audition usually, and I think the Tokyo School of Music is it a college or is it just like a school of music, which is a little, they're done a little differently, at least here again in the US but the idea is like, man, if she can go in as a beginner and just kind of like do it, that's so cool. Also, check out these paradiddles. So yeah, paradiddle. Yeah, that's cool. So this, by the way, yeah, this is paradiddles. So paradiddles are good for technique. I remember these from percussion class. I'm just impressed by the drive that she has. Like, it's funny because it seems like anything she wasn't exactly good at first, she lost motivation for. But it even though she did lose motivation for certain things in drumming, she never actually stopped. So that means she actually like has a passion for this. Like, she really enjoyed it, because everything else she like jumped ship, right?
At the time, while still learning drums at the Tokyo Music School, Akane played at a joint concert and met a young support guitarist from another band. Just like Akane, she started playing piano at a very young age and found her instrument during her high school years. Her name was Kanami.
Of course, daydreaming, baby!
The two musicians became good friends really quickly, as Akane didn't have many musician friends around her age, and they found out that they lived in walking distance from each other in Yokohama, a port city very close to Tokyo. After spending some time together, Kanami asked Akane to record the drums for her demo songs, showing how much she acknowledged Akane's skill. They even talked about forming a band together in the future without fully committing to this idea. Until one special day when Kanami passed the audition to join a newly created band. At that time, Akane was performing at a music bar in Yokohama, but wasn't part of the band. She quickly realized she wasn't suited for supporting roles and wanted to form her own band. It was perfect timing for Kanami, who immediately reached out to her friend right after the audition.
Wow.
かなみがものすごく申し訳なさそうに話し始めたのを覚えています。プラチナムパスポートって事務所、あかねちゃん知ってる？みたいな感じで。私も事務所の名前は知っていたから、すごいじゃんって言ったんですけど、その後、でもね、ガールズバンドでと言われて悩みました。私、ガールズバンドは絶対にやりたくなかったんです。でも、かなみからバンドメイドの話をもらったのがちょうど横浜のレストランが閉店してしまうことになったタイミングで、これからどうしようかなと考えていた時でもあったんです。だからかなみがいるならいいかなって答えました。で、かなみがありがとう、そしてごめん、衣装がメイド服なんだと。かなみは私の好みを知っているから、そうやって話を小出しにするんです。
At first, Akane wasn't sure about joining an all-female band and having to wear a maid outfit. Kanami sent her some demos that she found really cool, and the contrast between the cute outfit and this type of music attracted Akane. She felt her reluctance fade away as her motivation grew stronger. Finally, driven by her aspiration to develop as a professional musician and her trust in Konami, Akane passed the audition and became the second member to join Band-Maid.
Come on, man. Like, this band gets better the more and more I learn about them. Like, oh, this is the perfect example of drive. Like, why is there needs to be like a full-on, where's the story of Band-Maid? Like, there needs to be a movie, an anime, something that like tells the full-on story of this. I know that Ohrenje's manga is already being like created, but somebody needs to contact Ohrenje and create the story. Do it, something. I don't know, because guys, what? So, okay, hear me out. So, Akane is very similar to Miku. A little, there's some differences, right? But they're kind of in the same boat. So, like, Miku, like you guys have explained to me thousands of times, that Miku at first was holding the guitar like an ornament. She didn't play the instrument. She didn't know how to play the instrument. She just held it. And then she eventually learned. And that, like, Miku's the proof of, like, it can be done. You can do it. There's no such thing as you can't, old dogs, new tricks, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That saying, you guys know what I mean. But Akane, this is proof too that, like, Akane was in her early stages. I say that in quotations because, like, she already kind of was established in her abilities, but in the early days, like, yeah, her drumming was more simple, and it kind of worked out because if the label was writing the music for them, it kind of worked out because she was able to gain and hone her skills more during that time. So then she just got even better, and then just got even better. She is proof that practice works. And this is like one of those moments that if any of my students, which you shouldn't be watching this channel ever, this is not for anyone that is not graduated. So if you are one of my students, you shouldn't be watching this. But if you are one of my students, Akane is proof. Akane is proof that practice works. Because have you heard her? Go listen to one of her new albums. You know who you are. None of my viewers that are adults, you already know. But my students, you don't. Okay. Keep going. We gotta keep going. Oh yeah, love this one. Hey, 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 hey.
This was just the beginning for Akane, who still had a lot to learn, especially for fast-paced songs using double pedals. Thrill was her first challenge with the use of this technique. Even though it was a painful experience for Akane, everyone loved when double pedals were added into a song, which led to more and more parts for Akane to practice during the recording of new songs. Since 2016, Konami is the composer of almost all Band-Maid songs, and there are two things that she likes: fast-paced songs and challenging her bandmates. This was a problem for Akane, who struggled to play the double pedals over 130 beats per minute due to her lack of practice. After Thrill, the members committed to writing more hard rock songs. So, Akane needed to be able to keep up with Konami's compositions. Akane thought of using muscle memory to train her legs and improve her movements, aiming to play faster. She tried to move her legs whenever and wherever she could, as if she were playing on double pedals, so her legs would remember these movements. Akane is not the type to refuse a challenge or admit that she can't keep up.
Yes, ma'am.
So she kept training hard and continues to improve her speed and accuracy, even today.
Look, as someone who has had to learn, believe it or not, how to play a drum set in college, learning to use your feet while moving your hands and doing multiple beats at a time is extremely difficult, especially look, I have muscular legs and I'm like, yeah, I've got the muscles to do this, but the muscle memory is so difficult. So yeah, Akane did the right thing. She relied on muscle memory. And once that muscle memory is locked in, baby, you got it. You got it. And she shows, one of my favorite things is that you can see her double movement with her right foot, how she's doing the double pedal movement with her right foot. Look at that. And then she decides to do both sides just because she can. But she proves that she can do it with just one foot. Look. Not everyone can do that. God.
Taxes was waiting and wondering.
自分の成長を感じられたこともあって、チャレンジ精神もより強くなったんです。それにみんなが自分のパートを難しくしていっている分、私も自分に試練を与えようと思って、だから逃げなかったという達成感もありますね。こうしてメンバー内で刺激をし合えているのはとても良いことだと思うんです。
On December 4th, 2015, at the Shinjuku Club Science, Akane was replaced by a male drummer for just one performance.
Oh.
The reason was that Akane suffered from a back injury at this time and wasn't able to play drums even though she came to the show disguised as a staff member to support her bandmates. 2 months later, she tweeted a photo of herself holding numerous drumsticks with messages written by fans from all over the world. Since this event, Akane has mentioned in various interviews that she visits an osteopath for body maintenance and massages.
Yes, ma'am.
In 2020, when COVID struck, the members had to adapt their way of working to create new songs, as they were unable to meet in person to rehearse and record. With this in mind, Akane learned drum programming to assist Konami during the songwriting process.
Yes.
She also learned how to use a DAW, or Digital Audio Workstation, which is a software designed to record, edit, and produce music. Before, when Konami asked Akane to record a phrase, she played and recorded the drums in the studio, which is muffled and has a lot of echo. By using a DAW, Akane was able to work more efficiently with Konami and exchange data directly, making the process much easier for everyone. After all these years of creating songs, rehearsing, and performing live with Band-Maid, Akane continues to refine her skills as a drummer in every aspect, whether by working on the basics, increasing her speed, or managing her stamina.
Oh, we. Hey, hey, hey. Ho, 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 ho. Ah. Yes, ma'am. So, what I love about Akane is I'm going to say this, and everybody has something in common with everybody, but maybe it's just because I'm like, they're all musicians, right? So of course I'm going to have something in common with all of these ladies, these women, because they're all musicians. So like Akane, I refuse to admit that I can't do something, or I refuse to admit that I'm having a hard time. I think some of that is my type A personality, but I also am one of those people that if someone tells me you can't do this, I'm going to be like, no, I can, and I will. I can't do it right now, but I'll be able to do it. Give me a few days, maybe a day, and I'll be able to do it. I'm one of those people. And like her, I love a challenge. Like I love to just chew on something for a while. So I get that. And wow, like, oh man, the fact that she suffered like a back injury, and like my heart would break a little bit being replaced by a man. Sorry guys. I'm not calling you out, but like a man when it's an all-woman band. But you know, it happens, and good for her. She needed to take the time to relax and repair and, you know, take care of herself. And I'm glad that she's still taking care of herself after the fact, so that way she can make sure her back is healthy. Because dude, once your back goes out, man, it's bad luck. It hurts. So damn. Oh my god. Akane, ma'am.
Just a few months after joining Band-Maid, Akane and Konami started a side project called Mochi to Cheese with 3 members of Predia, an idol group formed in 2010 under the same agency as Band-Maid, Platinum Passport. The band started to perform acoustic covers in the streets and even performed live a few times over its 2 years of activity. A single was released in 2015 with 2 songs composed by Konami. But only 2 months later, they sent their last tweet and posted their last entry in their blog. Their YouTube channel is still available, so you can at least watch a fraction of their performances.
Honey on the cajon.
But that's not all. Between 2015 and 2016, Akane had another side project under the name DJ Achi,
What the?
where she primarily played J-rock music. DJ Achi performed for about a year at various venues where she met many people. She even invited the other members to join her and enjoy the experience together.
Excuse me? Okay, Akane is my okay, I mean this in the most loving way possible. Akane is my ADHD queen, okay? I am currently in the process of getting tested for ADHD because like Akane, I tend to do a lot of things. So, and I hate to say it that sometimes I say this, I like to repeat the saying of jack of all trades, master of none. But if you finish the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none, though oftentimes better than a master of one, my excuse for all my weird hobbies. So I have a ton of hobbies are they hobbies? So I've never played guitar on the channel yet. I might do it. I might try and do a cover sometime. I'm one of those people that I can't really sing and play guitar at the same time. So I'd have to record myself playing guitar and then sing over it. Yeah. And then I'm also I'm currently trying to learn bass. It's a process. We're getting there. We're able to move. I just picked up mandolin again the other day. It's similar to violin, so I played violin. I played violin for many years. Still play flute. I dabble in piano because I can kind of play piano. And it's one of those things that you kind of, and I can also play trombone, but it's funny because, and I can play saxophone. You end up doing all these things. And I'm one of those people that if I am interested in it, I want to try it. I'm a certified yoga instructor. I also like to rock climb. I'm really good at rock climbing. I love doing it. And I've always wanted to try DJing. Akane's living my life, y'all.
There's more to Akane than just her music career. First, she eats a lot. Much more than the average Japanese person.
もう本当に私大食いなんで、ラー
Oops, gotta turn the captions off. Sorry.
メン替え玉5玉と回転寿司だと30皿食べます。
ほー。回転寿司の30は無理やって。
高橋さんこの前やってたじゃないですか。
俺この間やったんよ、プライベートで。ラーメンの替え玉俺昔5杯ぐらい余裕で食えた。そんな俺が回転寿司20いけると思うやん。もう16皿ぐらいからビターンとまず、19貫目に食うたウニトイプードルに見えましたもん。喉にトイプードル入れてるぐらい。最終的にそこで吐いて終わったからね俺。
本当に
食えんの？
私食べれます。30皿はすごい。
普段結構いろんなところに大食いしに行ってるんですか？
出ます。この間わんこそば行きました。
わんこそば？
はい。私120杯行きましたね。120杯。大体女性の平均が50杯だそうで。
うわー、やるね。
You can see Akane eating in several music videos, such as Don't You Tell Me. And Secret Maiko Lips. Akane has introduced herself with the nickname Gorilla for a while now. And you may be able to see Akane eating a banana during MCs. On the US Tour 2022, she even threw signed banana peels into the audience at the fans' request. Akane is also one of the funniest people. She always finds a way to make everyone laugh with her funny faces and her silly behavior. Sometimes, Akane is just naturally funny.
この時間はハードロックバンドバンドメイドのバンドメイド日本をお送りしますぽー。そして今回はなんとこの人が来てくれましたぽー。
バンドメイドの茜のドラバンドメイドの茜のドラムです。よろしくお願いします。
茜のドラムですってどういうことぽ逆だ。
もう一回いいですか。すいません。
はい、もちろん。
はい、はじめまして。バンドメイドのドラムの茜です。よろしくお願いします。
はい、お願いします。
もういきなりやらかした。もういいや。
さすがだぽーちゃん。
もういい。
もういいやじゃないぽ。
諦めないよ。
There is one more thing to know about Akane, something she has enjoyed since her childhood. Japanese animated TV shows, commonly known as anime. Akane occasionally posts about the anime she watches and enjoys on Instagram. And when she was younger, she was easily influenced by animes like The Prince of Tennis or Slam Dunk, which
Prince of Tennis and Slam Dunk. Oh, I've always wanted to watch those animes. So if she's seen it, I've got to see it.
inspired her to try different sports.
私アニメが大好きなんですね。アニオタなんですよ。一番最初に見たアニメは多分小さい頃にセーラームーンだったと思うんですけど、もちろんセーラームーンもすごいハマってグッズもいっぱい持ってたんですけど、セーラームーン以上にハマったのがカードキャプターさくらです。
I just... Oh no! Is Akane me?
Akane discovered her passion for drums later than most, starting to learn the basics on her own with the only drum kit available at her school. Eventually, performing covers of the bands she admired. Inspired by Now, the drummer of Maximum the Hormone, and her aggressive playing style, Akane decided to fully commit to her new passion and enroll in a music school to pursue her dream of becoming a professional drummer. From a child who wanted to try everything but couldn't find the motivation to keep up, to a truly passionate musician, Akane continually gives her best to live for and from music. Practicing drums every day at school to end up playing drums with the house band of the music bar where she worked. Being invited by a trusted friend to join an all-girl band, performing cool songs while wearing cute outfits. Akane has always impressed with her unique drumming style. She makes everyone laugh with her funny faces. She takes care of her friends when they are sick. She spreads her joy with her laughter and isn't afraid to show her tears. No matter how hard it was, no matter how many obstacles she faced, Akane destroyed everything on her way with the biggest smile. In the end, we can say that Akane is truly the happiest drummer.
I don't want it to be over! guys. Man, now, Akane, are we like the same person? Am I the same person as everybody in Band-Maid? Am I just want to be all of them. I want to meet them. I want to talk to them. Akane just proved to me that I'm slacking and that I need to get on relearning everything. Because what if, okay, would people think it would be crazy if I just like decided to like stop playing flute and like chose to play guitar or bass or drums all of a sudden? Like if I just decided to jump ship and do it. I have musical training. I could just freaking do it. But it's the time and I can complain all I want, but if I just do it. Oh, if only I didn't like to sleep. Yeah. I blame my sleep and oh yeah, perfectionism. I totally blame that. But it's an excuse. It's an excuse. Akane is now the reason why I need to try harder and push myself to challenge myself. Ohrenje, well done. Well done to Casper. Well done to Yurika Ono. Yurika, I think that's how you pronounce it, but beautiful job from everyone involved in this. Amazing. Jesus. Well, I'll keep this short because this is a long video and I don't want to keep you guys any longer, and I don't need to fangirl anymore, but another reason I just love the band, that they push through so much. They're very motivational. There's a lot of motivation here for a lot of things for me, and I feel like I need to try harder. So anyway, as usual, like and subscribe. If you want to check out the Patreon today, you can. I am doing more score study from the brand new Maid album, and today we're doing Look at Me. So yeah. And also, if you haven't, go check out Ohrenje's Patreon. I know he has one, and you should support Ohrenje as much as you can. That way he can do projects like these, as well as other projects like the manga and other projects that he has in line that none of us know about yet. So he does amazing work. So he deserves a lot of the great things that should come to him. So great job, Ohrenje. Great job to the voice actors and the narrator as well. Wonderful, wonderful work. As usual, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next Band-Maid Sunday. Peace out. Quick shout out to my Perfect Fourth Patreon members, Brett Lowe, Gary Ellis, Michael Seacott, Vladimir Shupin, and Zelbinian. Also, shout out to my Major Third Patreon member, Tyler Markham. And finally, shout out to all my Whole Step Patreon members, as well as my Half Step Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for your support. Love ya, and goodbye!